Dr. Hal, if you sneeze and fart at the same time, will you shit your pants?
The answer is no, because I practice some measure of self-control. I don't know where you come from, but I've never done that. But in some social situation, I myself have never, ever suffered from the discharge of a sneeze, also called a nasal orgasm, and a simultaneous discharge of the pent-up blockages of the intestinal canal. Nay, it is my business, and yours too, to exercise medium foresight to make maximum sure that such a thing will not occur on your watch. And if it does, you have only yourself to blame, and can hardly claim to be an innocent victim of circumstances. Shame on you.
Did you really ask that question too?
Naturally, of course.
Of course. Jesus Christ. Have you ever shit your pants?
Well, there's always tomorrow.
Come on, someone shit their pants.
Yeah.
I shit my pants in my 30s. I had liver failure, so it was a good, I had a good excuse.
It's too bad Yasha Ephraim isn't here. He loves this line of questioning.
Yeah. He got kicked out of college for eating shit on stage at a party. He got thrown out of his college for consuming excrement as a performance. Bert and Ernie. Communists. Okay, who is the top and who is the bottom? There it is.
Bert top, Ernie bottom.
Done. Next question, here we go. My latest attempt...
starts everything. Excuse me, just a moment. I need to make this clear. Bert, who receives everything, Ernie. I think that is fairly clear. So, thank you for your question. Let's go ahead on.
The unibrow.
Yeah, it's a potential sign of lycanthropy. Werewolf eruption.
If you put LSD on your testicles, will you really trip balls? Is that where this expression originated?
Well, I won't, because I'm not as flexible as our friend Rubber Boy, but there are some who could help you with that project. And it's not as outre as it might seem. After all, we're about to enter into a period which is warm-hearted for everyone, the Christmas season. Yes, everybody feels a little twinkle in the heart at that wintry season, thinking of one's fellow humans, and of Christmas, and of Santa Claus, the red-suited fellow who flies above, pulled by reindeer, the descendant of the shaman who eats the red fly-agaric mushroom, but he eats it after the reindeer eat it, and he drinks the urine of the reindeer, which he finds on the snow. And then, get this, his disciple drinks his urine, and thus the psychedelic continuity for these snowbound sorcerers is maintained. And you think licking LSD off somebody's testicle would be difficult. You don't know the beginning of it. But remember, it is Christmas.
How about a shot of Fernet for that? Are you kidding me?
He's not kidding.
Did you lose your job?
Slug after slug of life-giving liquor.
Fuck.
Your very peddling speed will be monitored, and you will be fined for not adhering to strictures of whose existence you are presently ignorant. Oh, you don't think so? What about those rumble strips? They're installed.
A strange pill to go along with it.
What about those signs that flash your alleged speed at you as you approach? What about the city of Vallejo's plan to photograph the license plate of everybody who drives into that city and out of it? Yeah. Don't you think that pretty soon they're going to be messing with your bicycle speed and sending you fines in the mail? If you don't, I've got a brand new bridge with an S-curve in it that I'd like to let you have for a very reasonable price.
Okay, if all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, what about all play and no work?
That makes Jill a very interesting girl.
I know that that's something. I don't know what the hell this is, hairspray or something. Kings Bay and Port... The other one.
Kings Bay. Oh,
keep drinking. Here, have a pill.
Yes, all play and no work does make Jill an interesting girl.
See it.
Very often,
I tell you what it is.
If you reverse every term in a maxim, you get an equally understandable and parsable result. And that is because the basic form of this type of maxim is essentially an equation.
I'm thinking of starting a new right-wing Christian fundamentalist conservative zine to circulate for free in the Bay Area.
That's what we need.
Because it's still way too lefty, liberal, artistic around here. Would Disregardian be a good name for it? Come on, the Disregardian.
You may use it with the blessing of the Ask Dr. Hal show. Because people who are such believers are, in fact, disregarders of fact, which they find inconvenient. Therefore, Disregardian is a good name by being descriptive. The only problem is that since you're trying to attract the irrational, that your name is reasonably plausible is not necessarily a positive value.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to this question here, which
very good.
Yeah, we got an envelope here.
Envelope.
Oh, wait a minute.
What are you saying? They didn't put something in. You know, how long have we been doing the show? 13
long years.
And still they're not sponsoring questions.
That's okay.
Well, you're going to have to fire up the 8-ball, or even worse, maybe we could get somebody to, do the right thing. Step up to the plate and sponsor this poor, shivering orphan question. In a time of need, when we all need to open our hearts just a crack farther to
You mean someone could sponsor this question? Someone could just run up to the stage and give money so this question could be asked and have a proper answer instead of being used for the 8-ball?
It's been known to happen because
somebody just runs up to the stage and gives money?
It's astonishing, but it has happened.
Here he is right here.
Over here under the Stegosaurus. So,
it is, okay. Ready? Here it comes.
Yeah.
Don't you hate raising funds to sponsor an orphan question that isn't even funny?
Well, I might hate the raising of the funds, but I certainly don't hate the accumulating of the funds. This is a necessary part of our praxis, our methodology. You know, perhaps the subgenius aphorism would be useful in this context. They may be pink, but their money is green.
Lowbrow.
Enfolded into our lowbrow.
If you're having a problem with the pencil, just Hal will sharpen it for you.
I can do that.
It's got 2 sharpeners, analog
and digital.
Is that a clicking noise?
It's plenty of clicking noises. And here's a side note.
We have a side note on the clicking noise.
It says, "You're stalling." Well, believe me, if I could advance the show in any way, I would do it. But, you know, it's like a baseball game. The pitcher has to throw that sphere to the catcher. And the catcher can just sit there wanting to get that ball, but he's not stalling. He's waiting. He's waiting for the windup. He's waiting for the pitch. And maybe somebody's going to knock it out of the ballpark. So am I stalling or am I simply doing my job up here? You decide.
Okay, and the question as follows.
Yes, the question. I knew it would have to come to that. So let's have the question. I thought there was some kind of a question type thing.
Yeah. There's there's a certain pacing. I gotta start on the, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And there has to be a slight pause before I start.
That is happening.
You can't interrupt that pause or then we're going to talk about it again.
Okay.
And so we just have to have the thing and the pause. It's got to come on the downbeat of the 1. And it's all got to sync up, link up perfectly, and then it all comes together and then it's a show.
I understand.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Fire away.
Alright.
Ready?
Here it comes. Here it comes.